The voice of street fighting is back. The whisper in your girl's ear. The yearning in your baby mama's bed sheets.
This corner.
You taller than me, aren't you?
I'm 6'3". 6'3", 200 pounds right now.
Yeah, I'm only 6 foot, so you got 3 inches of height on me. I'm probably longer than you by 3 inches, so it evens out.
Boom! Defeated!
The reigning champ, 619.
Hey, can I ask a question now, Wero?
Absolutely, sir. Fuck
How
you.
good, real line, how good did it feel to beat the dog shit out of the Canadians?
We are back, culeros. Woo, doggy nephew.
And we have the champ, 619. What's up, brother?
What's up, fam? I don't know who I'm gonna fight. No fight schedule, but
You still flossing that
We'll
belt
see.
though.
still
Yeah,
flossing.
exactly.
I take it everywhere I go. I take it to bars. Take it to Walmart. You know.
Do you get discounts with that?
Yeah, I just walk around. Who are you, bro? Who are you? It's pretty cool to walk around with a random belt. Padre games, gets a lot of attention.
Word. And for those who are wondering, right? You see us both rocking the same shirt. We didn't even plan that. That's how connected we were. That's right.
It wasn't
Yeah.
planned, man. I looked in the closet and the t-shirt was looking at me. I felt it. And then Daniel said, guess what? No Wero. He's out. He's fired. And I was like, finally, yes. Just a Mexican and an exotic man like yourself. The white man's out, baby.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so if you look at the title, it says Wero and the Mexican. So if you've never seen me before, just know I am not Wero. Right? And so if you've come along the last 5 months, I am not Wero, and I am certainly don't identify as a Wero. But I am, just like 619 said, the racially ambiguous person. So it's the racially ambiguous dude with the Mexican, or if you ask Wero, the Mexican and the Mexican. I don't know if you remember that when he called me Mexican, because he didn't realize that my ethnicity stretches pretty
Puerto
far
Rican, Puerto Rican, black, Mexican, white.
I'm it all, man. I'm the rainbow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So whatever you need me to be, I will be. So, but certainly, Wero is not going to be on the show today. He is traveling. And so we wanted to make sure that he got some time off from the show. And also he's at a hotel, the Wizard and the Mexican. That's what's up. I like it. Yeah, so that's also a nickname. So if you ever see the Wiz or the Wizard in the chat, just know that they're referring to me. But also I think it's important to note that, yes, I haven't been on screen for the last 5 months, probably one time, but it wasn't, it wasn't because I was gone from Streetbeefs. I just had a baby 5 months ago. My wife had our second child. And so, just kind of gets busy around here. And so it just made it, complicated things for me to kind of join the show. So I took a little hiatus, right? Golden Arms, a little hiatus. I didn't retire from the show, just took a quite little hiatus. However, I'm still in the background, still helping folks, Wero and 619 to do their show, also with Scrap Talk and whatever show that we do on the podcast and on the platform. Yeah, just in case folks are wondering. So that's
do a lot, Daniel. You do a lot. I don't know how you do it, but you do it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been great having a second child. Man, it certainly. We had one child we were able to manage, but having 2 children, man, that's a whole lot of work. And for those who have more than 2 children, man, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. It is hard work. But I would love, we're not here to talk about me. We're certainly here to talk about all the guests that are coming on. But before we even jump into our guest, I know that we just had the recent show. We just had the live stream with Streetbeefs West Coast. And so I mean, what were your thoughts on the event?
The event was great, man. I mean, we had every fight. I mean, besides maybe 2 or 3 were finishes, knockouts. Big name Shinigami, Big Daddy Williams and E7 was amazing. The first ever sudden death match. They went 6 rounds. First 6-round fight in Streetbeefs West Coast. It was insane, man. The donations, breaking some records with the numbers. The live was crazy. The chat was crazy. Thanks all who donated. That was an amazing event.
Yeah, that was awesome. And for those who you might be tuning in for the very first time, I think it's important to know that, Heart in the Fight isn't just Wero the Mexican. Heart in the Fight does a lot for the community. We partner with a number of different branches to create the podcast so that you get to know the fighters, but also get to engage and communicate with the fighters. But also, we partner with different branches to do something a little bit more unique. And so with the West Coast branch, we do the pay-per-view live streams. Sometimes they're pay-per-view depending on who's fighting. But for the most part, we try to make sure that, we make sure that everyone has access to the free live stream. And we bring on fighters from the branch to kind of commentate their fellows, their peers, and see. And if you haven't checked it out, you certainly want to check out this last one because it is hilarious. I mean, I think everyone is hilarious, but this particular one was hilarious, especially with TME. I mean, that one, you got to admit, like, that one was funny. Like, I love TME. He knows. But we
love the main event, man. Just the interaction. Shout out Hitman. He started it by changing his profile picture to the main event, and that just created a snowball. It's just a blast interacting with the people that are watching the event live with us, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, that was interesting to see, like, the kind of interplay that was happening between the viewers and the host. And so there was this request that was like, all right, if you rock with us, if you like the branch, change your profile pic to the main event. And that was awesome because then all of a sudden you see all these profiles changing to the main event. And so that was a great thing. Time. Yeah, in real time. Exactly. The Yankee and the Brit, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the donation.
Brother. Thank you. That was cool.
Yeah, and
the donations. We had some new people that had never seen Streetbeefs live event who were donating, who were like, yo, you guys do this all the time? What, this is dope as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what? Hell yeah. So we had a lot of new people tuning in. So thanks you guys for sharing the links and whatnot, because obviously that brought in new viewers.
Yep. And I certainly want to thank the Yankee and the Brit not only for the donation, but if you ever watch their content, subscribe to their channel, subscribe to the Facebook, the YouTube, because they're also highlighting a lot of the Streetbeefs fighters. They're highlighting the professional sports like football, MMA. I saw basketball. And so just know that in NFL, so they're doing an entire gauntlet. So certainly show them some love, y'all. We tried dibble and dabble, but we know that, I think we found our niche. Our niche is spice. That's what we like. I think we bring folks together because we know that Facebook has been really regulating the comments and the interactions on it. And so whenever
you can't even put the pizza symbol with the fudge symbol, because FaceTime will recognize that you trying to call somebody a piece of shit. It's getting that bad, people. You know what I mean? We can't even use emojis to cuss anymore. Damn.
Yeah, you can't even do that. They start flagging the branch. And so we always recommend folks like, hey, don't carry those conversations in the Facebook groups. Come on our show, right? You want to talk that? You want to spice things up? We can coordinate with all the fighters, bring them on the show so that you can talk your spice.
Yep. And that's what this show is all about today. This episode, we got East Coast, we got the Northwest branch in the building. You know what I mean? I'm sure he has some words for a certain somebody, so I can't wait for that.
No, absolutely. So we have some guests in the back, and we'll certainly bring up our first guest. But I think we just got to give a little bit more context, right? And so we have, again, you tune in for the first time. I think everyone always gets confused when they look at the different branches. They go, "Oh, that's Streetbeefs too," or they will say like, "What locations are you in?" And so just know that they have the original Streetbeefs yard, which is in Virginia, and then you have the West Coast branch. which kind of floats between Nevada, Arizona, and a bunch of other kind of states near the West Coast. You also have Scrapyard. Scrapyard is in Washington, right? And then we have Dirty South, which is in Texas. And so just know that, we have a number of different branches, a number of different fighters who show up in different spaces. And so if you have not done that yet, please subscribe to the Facebook so that you can see who are the fighters. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can check their fights out. But to give you more context to this gentleman who's coming up now is that there's been some talk around doing an invasion, right? The West Coast went out to the OGR, did an invasion. And so the West Coast is they weren't the ones who did it first, right? Scrapyard did it first.
See,
exactly.
Golden Arms, you could say those type of things here. You know what I mean? Not on Facebook. Here it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's been this talk around, doing invasion in different branches. And so the West Coast, created this idea of doing an invasion in Scrapyard. And so, some of the West Coast guys identify some of their kind of peers, some of the people that they'll probably be aligned with, and they start, doing their thing, right? Start talking some trash, saying that they're going to beat them and that. And the beautiful part is that we got to see some of the Scrapyard fighters respond, right? Because sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes, you can get a fighter who's kind of provoking the other person, and the other fighter doesn't even say anything. Yep. But in this case, we've been watching a little bit of back and forth between the gentleman we're about to bring up and Free Smoke. And so Free Smoke is a staple in the West Coast branch. I mean, most folks do know him.
Yeah, especially after he went out to the invasion and just destroyed Homeboy. You know what I mean? Just caved his rib cage in. You know what I mean? I heard Homeboy in his car. Oh, I think my whip broke. My whip. I can't breathe. Could have sworn I heard him say that.
And so he's referring to Viking. He is formerly known as Viking. He goes by, I think, KJ now, but formerly known as Viking, the gentleman who has probably.
I think he changed his name after Free Smoke caved his chest in. I'm not gonna lie. I think he changed his name again. So I can't breathe.
Dang, he changed his name to a protest slogan. And so this gentleman has been going back and forth for Free Smoke, and so this gentleman is no other than Jabberwocky. So let's bring Jabberwocky to the show.
What's happening?
How you doing, Jabberwocky?
Representing
How you guys doing? Congratulations on the baby, Daniel.
Thank you, man. That's hard work. Do you have any children?
Yep, I have 2 as well.
Okay, so you know the struggle.
4-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard work, man. It is hard work. And mine are close in age. They're so I have a 2-year-old and then I have a 5-month-old. So they're super close in age. And so when one cries, the other cries. One's turning up, the other one turns up, and it's like, oh man, it's tough.
Double trouble.
Anyways.
Yep.
All right, Jabberwocky. Before we kind of get into the spice between you and Free Smoke, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I came into Streetbeefs looking to do Muay Thai, just to like cut some weight, get back in shape. Cause I used to fight. I'm 30 now, but I used to fight in my early 20s doing Muay Thai, and I just had a few amateur bouts around Washington State. That's where the scrapyard is located, and yeah. So I was actually looking for backyard fighting when I found Streetbeefs. I found it through Team TFW and Team Peixoto. And yeah, I just learned that there was a scrapyard through some backyard boxing. And so I signed up. But they didn't have Muay Thai regulations, so they had me kickboxing. So for the first few matches, I kickboxed because they didn't have Muay Thai regulations. And so when the scrapyard invasion was brought up, you know, Free Smoke was brought up that he does Muay Thai. And I was like, this is my chance to actually, you know, do what I like to do. And that's how, you know, me and him came about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what are your thoughts on Free
Jabberwocky?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jabberwocky, why is there no Muay Thai in scrapyard? Is that just Fire Chicken not wanting elbows and avoiding blood? Is that what it is?
I mean, apparently there is Muay Thai now. Like there has been about maybe 1 or 2 Muay Thai matches, probably. But like ever since I signed up, I definitely been wanting to like I love to work in the clinch, to grab and, You know, Free Smoke. You know, and him talking about like he could just saying I'm easy work. He don't know what he's talking about. So I'm just like you disrespectful. Like you a little homie. So I just gotta keep it real.
Yeah, I like this question by Lil Diesel. Right. So before we get into the spice,
my
because
first event.
Because I know I want to get into the spice, but let's actually learn a little bit more about your experiences about you before we get there. So what was your first event like?
My first like sanctioned fight or scrapyard fight?
Or just your first scrapyard fight.
Oh, my first scrapyard fight.
Yeah.
It was well, like I said, I've already trained for a few years, so like when I do go in the scrapyard, I haven't went in to take anybody's head off, not yet at least. So when my first fight came about, I wasn't in the best shape at all, but I was like, I'm still not going to try to like go crazy or anything, you know. I want to be under the radar or anything, so that's what I decided. So you know, it was actually a TK on the second round. It was a fight that wasn't even heard of.
Why the name Jabberwocky?
Well, honestly, because I'm an artist and I love to dance, and my whole family dances, and my family's from LA. And if you ever seen America's Best Dance Crew with the squad Jabbawackees, you know, like so I took upon the mask and
Jabberwocky's actually went to my high school. That's why when I saw your name, I was like, oh, this dude's a fan of the group because I actually went to high school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're already seeing Free Smoke is in the chat.
Yeah, he's
Free Smoke doesn't miss a beat. You know what I mean?
He's interested in getting beat up.
And so let me ask you, right? And so when you heard about, you know, the West Coast invasion and Free Smoke almost became a target because he was the one who practices Muay Thai within the group. I mean, what are your initial impressions about Free Smoke when you watch his fights? What impressions do you get?
He's a greenhorn. I say that because I'm a fisherman. I go out fishing in Alaska during the winter and stuff, and that's why I like to do the work. I'll come home and fight, you know. So, you know, like if you know, he's wet, he's new, like, you know, even though he had a few fights in the backyard and whatever.
How long you've been doing it?
10 years.
Okay.
At least 10 years, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Free Smoke says he's gonna run right through you. And so what do you think he's coming up with that assessment?
I don't know where he's coming up with that assessment. And the thing is, like, if he fights me, I'm gonna knock him out. Like, I'm warning him not to fight me. I'm gonna just knock him out. Like, I literally been just scoring points in the scrapyard. I'm gonna knock him out though.
Hey, are you guys already pre-matched up for July? Because Free Smoke said he's trying to go for that anniversary event in July.
I mean, if he wants it, I'm here. Shoot, I signed up like every month.
So I mean, what are your thoughts? You and Free Smoke has to happen, man.
Yeah, and not only that, right? Free Smoke is saying that he can take 2 fights in a day. He's saying that he's not only going to take out Crazy Legs, but he's going to take you out as well. And so, I mean, what are your thoughts on that as well?
Yeah, he's tripping. He can't get through neither of us. For real, it's Team Peixoto, Team TFW. We spar. You know, Jay got him, Viking Warrior. We spar constantly. We put in work all the time. Even when we're not constantly seeing each other, we at least put in 3 or 4 training days a week while we're working. And most of us do have kids. Dre, Scotty Showtime all train with us. Pretty sure, like, you haven't heard too many bad things about us. So, you know, if we consistently training, it's not too much to be worried about.
And so you're saying you're knocking him out?
Yeah, I'm knocking him out. If he wants to challenge me, I'm gonna knock him out. Like, for real. I don't care what happens.
And so, is there a round? Is there a method in the way that you're going to knock him out?
Shoot. I'm gonna knock him out with a knee. I'm gonna knock him out just like I dropped Viking. Same knee to the ribs. I'm gonna get him in his own clinch move and just pow. Get him right there.
Yeah, he's saying you have no finishes.
In the scrapyard. But yeah, I have a few 5 fights. There's no fights. I ain't worried about it. Still undefeated. Somehow got a belt.
Oh, so you're the champion?
Yeah, I'm kickboxing champ, and I really want to do Muay Thai.
Yo, you think Fire Chicken would allow this match to be a Muay Thai match if Free Smoke comes up? It's like, come on, Fire Chicken, let it be a Muay Thai
Yeah,
all out.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
if he's coming up, let them
Yeah,
use
Fire
elbows
Chicken
and
wants to
punches.
see me do Muay Thai. You know, I want to do Muay Thai.
Hey, Free Smoke, text Tiny Tank back, man.
yeah, please, man.
I mean, what are your impressions on the West Coast branch?
What was that?
Hey, what are your impressions on the West Coast branch? Like when you look at the West Coast branch and all their fighters, like
honestly, I like the West Coast branch. I got mad love for West Coast branch. Shout out West Coast branch and 619. I like his style and his hands is kind of, you know, he got good IQ in the cage and all that. And Wero too, you know.
Yeah, he's saying you want to be him.
He's a troll. That's the thing. Like he can be the troll. He's going to get knocked out.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm a promise you guys. Like I'm gonna promise you guys that like it's gonna be easy.
There you go, Free Smoke. You got your wish. The man himself saying it's gonna be a Muay Thai all out, clinches and elbows.
Jabberwocky's been praying for Muay Thai. I've been.
It's gonna happen anyways because
I don't have the elbow.
Free Smoke is gonna end up throwing elbows at you.
I know how to work.
You know what I mean?
I know how to work without elbow into the head. I know how to work without knee into the head. I want to work. I haven't shown anything. I've been scoring points.
And so say if
West Coast fighter.
Yeah. Good question.
Shoot. Man, there's so many that I do like. Like I like Wama, Island Strong, and they be scrapping. Takamura be scrapping.
Yeah, you be watching the fights, man. Yeah, man. Those didn't even like the champs right there. Those are just scrappers, you know.
Yeah, I like the scrappers.
Strong, you know.
K, like I want him to come back, you know, like the people that just get in there and really be dugging it out for real. I got lists. I'll be watching y'all for real, like, and I really like what y'all be doing for real. Run it up.
Yeah. Let me ask you two questions. One question: would you ever fight with your mask on?
Will I ever fight with my mask on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would.
Like that would be a dope finishing move.
Daniel kind of dangerous. Plastic get cracked, goes in the eye.
Yeah, dude, throw that knee at him.
And that would be awesome, like finishing move. Like you're about to knock dude out, and you just put it on and just hit him with your 1-2.
Yeah, or the head kick. For real. Yeah, I promise you, I haven't shown anything like Free Smoke, cute little baby. That's my son. Like he's getting knocked out. So it's gonna happen. Like, come on, give me the views. Whatever you talk about it.
Word. And then my second question is, I mean, let's just pretend Fire Chicken isn't watching. Let's just pretend he ain't watching. All right. If 10 fighters from the West Coast go to Scrapyard, how many do you think win?
Ooh, I like that question. Yeah, you're good, Daniel.
Yeah, that is a good question. 10 fighters. Honestly, off tops, I think you guys have like more consistent fighters than we do. So that has to be taken into account. So like out of just 10, I would say 4 to 6.
4 to 6. So 60% of your matches y'all are winning.
Yeah, we're taking it.
And then let me ask you this. So out of the 60%, how do those are those finishes or just decisions?
Ooh. I would say finishes. Cause like the way the weather's going right now, we're gonna get TKOs or knockouts. Like we're feeling it. Everybody's training. We're fit. We're athletes. We're going. We got new people coming in. We got E-Money and new people coming in. you know. So
Yeah,
Let me
this
say-
is a great.
Let me ask a question. If your heavyweight MMA champ fought our champ, who do you think wins? If Terrifier and Shinigami were part of that invasion, who you got, Jabberwocky? Honest opinion. Don't be biased. You be honest.
Yeah, it's yeah, Shinigami's going down. Yeah. Yeah, you need to work
Okay.
Trying
on
to make
something.
that happen, man.
Yeah,
Trying to
to be
make
honest,
that
yeah.
happen for the culture. You know what I mean?
Gotta keep it real.
Okay, let's go with this question then. If Terrifier fights Nasty Native in a kickboxing match, who wins?
Oof.
And Terrifier fights Nasty Native. Oh man.
Kickboxing.
Honestly, in the condition now, I would say Terrifier because he's really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And he's throwing his kicks out there. Nasty Native just took an L. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go in there, confidence might be shook a little bit, might be a little bit nervous. Terrifier
Yeah,
can't take
if
advantage of that.
Terrifier ever had a good shot, it would be now. Because like you said, you got
Yeah.
Nasty Native coming off of L,
Exactly.
and you got Terrifier just going on a run. You know, he just had two stand-up fights. He didn't have to do boxing and kickboxing, but he did it just to show, yo, I could do this too, and he got finishes. So respect to him. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, that overhand right, like it's a sleeper and a sneaker, for real.
And what do you
I'm
think
sure
about
he-
his kickboxing
I'm sure
match?
he hits really hard. I mean,
Oh,
once
yeah.
Terrifier gets his
That's
hands
clear.
like clean, he's gonna be a beast, man. He's so young, you know what I mean? He's gonna be a
Facts.
beast.
Facts.
No, that's absolutely clear. He hits hard. But I'm curious. Yeah, but I'm curious. What do you think about his stand-up? As someone like yourself who is, a stand-up artist who's been doing this for a decade, and it seemed like Terrifier has been doing it for a few months. What do you think about his stand-up?
His stand up, it's actually getting there, you know, like how he outkicked Brick House in the kickboxing match. Like that was a surprise to me. I was like, like he set up the range, he set up with some low kicks and stuff. So like the fact that he knows how to set him up, he's willing to learn. So he's soaking it in like a sponge.
Yeah, I mean these two have been going back and forth. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
of course. Yeah.
expect the trash talk. Yeah, certainly expect the
They
trash
have
talk.
to fight. They have to fight, man.
And so I know that Free Smoke is saying that potentially he might only take one fight in July, and that's with Crazy Legs. Is there a potential other West Coast fighter that you have your eyes on that can? Because I think at one point in time he recommended WA Wade.
Yeah. They I respect WA. Like he's been in the game a while too, and like straight Muay Thai. Like I know he's real Muay Thai. And I know I'm real Muay Thai. I already seen that he's real Muay Thai. So like I would take a matchup with him. Like no problem. Like no matter what the weight, it'll be a good show. But I'm not like particularly interested. Like I'll do boxing with someone as well. If anybody want to box, I'm down for that.
Yeah, WA. I think WA with anyone, right? That dude is a cyborg. I feel like he gets better with age.
Yeah.
Scary man.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Jay got him. Recently came to Vegas, and he got to spar with Wade. And when I had the conversation with Jay Gotham, he was saying like Wade is a beast. He said Wade is a monster. He puts tons of pressure on you.
Yeah, that would be a very good fight. That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, it looks like Killer B.
Hey, that is a good
even
fight.
know how much I weigh.
Killer B and Jabberwocky is a banger fight too.
Have you seen Killer B? If you look at the last event, he had the up kick. He had the up kick from the start. Like he walks up to
kick some dude in the face and just shattered his nose. It's pretty gross.
Oh, I think I seen that one time. It was against 3 a.m.
Yes.
But yeah. So I seen the
3 a.m. night fight.
Yeah. Whoever wants to run it, like I just want to showcase, like boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I'm ready. Like, shoot, I'm trying to get matches.
There we go. So West Coast fighters, if you
Hey,
are watching this,
might get your
he
wish.
want that
Might get your
smoke.
wish. I'll probably be down there
Okay, there we go.
traveling.
So you
Yeah.
entertain coming to the West Coast?
Yeah, I'll travel.
There we go.
We don't have many people that want to travel to us. We don't know why, because it's real cheap to come to Vegas. You know what I mean? It's like the flights are cheap. It's really expensive for us to go out up there and out to the east, but to go to Vegas, it's cheap, man.
It's expensive to even live out here too.
Yeah, I would imagine. All right, cool, man. Well, we definitely want to. You have anything else to say? You want some call outs? I mean, we want to give you the floor,
got anything
man.
for free smoke?
Tell them to watch my fights and tell them to like count how many combos I land. Call me Combo King. I'm gonna do worse. I'm gonna do worse to him.
Well, there you go, free smoke. He wants that smoke. All right. So make sure you bring it. Make sure you bring it. Hopefully it's going to happen at the scrapyard or it's going to happen in Vegas. And so hopefully that happens soon.
I'll shout out Team Pushoto, Team TFW, everybody on the squad, and Venom Black. Like I watch his fights, and Lil Mac watch his fights, Earthling7, and Battleborn. I actually like the list y'all got going on tonight. I watched their fights, and they all got style for sure.
Word. Well, thanks for coming on the show, brother. We certainly appreciate it. All right, man. Tunde doing that, just cutting them off like mid-sentence, like bam.
Yeah, damn, Tunde. You know what I mean? At least let them get a breather in there, player.
Right.
You know, I also do this in real life. When I'm on the phone, I'll be like, see you later. And then I hang up.
He's like, oh, guys, I'm also playing Halo. Like, give me a break.
Word. All right. And so this next guest really needs no introduction. And this fight actually should have happened a while ago. I'm pretty sure the last time you saw me on here was actually facilitating a live, a press conference with these two gentlemen.
There was a poster, a trailer, everything, balloons, confetti, the whole fucking 9 yards. It never happened.
It never happened. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. We were just brought on to do the press conference. We were brought on to hype up the fights, and that's what we did. But, we had no control of the venue. We had no control of how the fights were going to turn out. And it wasn't even with Streetbeefs. It had to do with another promotion that was in partnership with Streetbeefs, but that didn't happen. Clearly, that didn't happen, but it looks like it's happening now. And so with that, let's bring on Lil Mac. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, guys? Not much.
All right, man. So I know the last time we had this conversation, you and Lil Diesel have been going at it. And it hasn't stopped. Even when the fight was canceled, it seemed like it increased.
Yep. Yes, it has.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on?
So, I mean, at first it was all fun and games when we were supposed to be fighting for that other promotion. But then after it got called off, he made a post on Instagram and then trying to act like I was pulling out the fight. And I don't take that. Like, I take that serious. I'm a fighter, and just like any other fighter, if someone's going to say you're pulling out, then yeah. But I wasn't pulling out, and I've been trying to fight him. And that's why I'm trying to come out there this month and fight him.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that you signed up.
Yep. Yes, I did.
I mean, how long have you been really thinking about signing up before you did it?
Since we were supposed to fight the first time, he's the only person that I've been really wanting to fight. But I haven't been able to, but now I'm able to come out there and I'm trying to get it on.
And you got to see his Prince KT fight, right, for the championship belt. I mean, what was your assessment of Diesel's performance?
I think that Diesel did win, but I didn't really care for it. I mean, he was doing the same stuff he always does, like grabbing a hold of somebody, pushing them up against the wall or cage or whatever that is, and just trying to throw shots and not even landing really, but just throwing them little shots in. But and he was gassing. You could definitely tell he was gassing, but he started getting a little more cardio, which is good because he's gonna need it to fight me. But yeah. So they tied, and if Diesel doesn't want this smoke on the 25th, or then I can fight KT. I mean, but I'd rather fight Diesel because that's who I really want.
If you're coming way out here, you gotta fight Diesel for the belt, man.
I'll fight them both. I mean, it doesn't matter. Tell you the
Yeah, I
truth.
think there's a debate, right? Because I think Earthling7 is next up for the title contention. And so it's really like both of you are in the mix for this fight. And I don't know if Diesel can do 2 fights in a day.
Exactly.
And I don't know if he would want to. Yeah. I don't know if he should, because both of you are beat.
He should give Lil Mac all the attention.
Yeah,
because Lil Mac deserves
it.
I mean, he should.
I'm saying though, like I fought 4 people in one event, and I was going up weight class after weight class after weight class, but I won Diesel, and I want him at his fullest capabilities. You know, I want him prime. I want him fresh, so there's no excuses when his gas runs out. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like he was making some. I mean, if you look at all his Instagram posts, like he's certainly working on the cardio. And so you mentioned you saw some improvements in his cardio, but how much cardio do you think he's going to need to fight you? Do you think what he was able to display against KT was enough?
See, the thing is, with the KT match, you know, he was pushing KT back. He's not going to push me back. He's going to come like a bull, and I'm going to be standing right there, too. Like, he got these. See, I can't talk about how I'm going to finish him. So I can't talk about what I see in his flaws or anything. But when he comes pressing up on me, I'm going to be pressing back. And, yeah, we're going to see who's going to give and who's not. Because what I've seen on the last event is they were talking about because I think this should be a beef fight, you know, title beef fight, you know, two people's champs, you know, coming together. There should be one undisputed belt for 155 from the East and West Coast, and whoever wins gets it. But I think it shouldn't be 3 rounds. It shouldn't be 5 rounds. It should be when someone quits or they can't go anymore. And I bet you that this man ain't coming out. So, yeah.
And so how do you think the Prince KT fight, if you were to come out and he faces Earthling7 for the championship belt, and
I really don't.
Prince KT?
Well, for starters, I really don't want Diesel to fight Earthling7 because I think he's going to get beat by him. To tell you the truth, and man, I like E7 a lot. His style, it's different, and I'd really like that matchup as well for myself, but I want to fight Diesel. That's the only person from the West Coast that I want to fight. I mean, it's the only person in Streetbeefs that I really want to fight, because after him, then I plan on going pro after I fight him. So I'm only waiting for this matchup. So, but how do I think the KT match would go? I mean, I'm not really a talker, you know, but I talk on Diesel because that's a whole different subject. I haven't said anything about anybody else, but only when he started saying that I was ducking out the fight, which that never happened. I stepped up and well, no, I didn't step up. What's his name? Menace Mike stepped up and replaced him, and so props to him. And, you know, no one's seen how that fight happened, how that fight went out because they didn't post that fight, you know. But
yeah,
props to him for stepping up and taking it in. But, you know, I finished that fight in 2 rounds. And I don't think, like, honestly, you know, Diesel talks about my grammar and that I'm dumb or something. He talks about my mental health and everything, and like, you know, there's a you know what now Mac beats me. I can say that, but I'll always put on the show. Now, you know, I respect KT. He does a lot of good, you know, with the.
Well, there you go, man. KT already said you beat him, so he go straight to Diesel. You know what I mean?
Like, I think that would be. I think that would be a really good match. He fights long. He's a long style fighter, and I like testing myself against all different types. You know, but the Diesel fight though is like it's like two bulls going head to head, and who's going to back out first? Who's going to back first? Who's going to quit first? You know. So, but the thing is, like,
that's gonna be a phone booth fight right there. You and Diesel, man. It's just gonna be head to head, just blow for blow, man. That's why we gotta see it.
The thing that I will let out, you know, is the thing that I see in his flaw is one, he doesn't protect his body. He gets tired. He doesn't protect his body. I'm a body snatcher, and I'm gonna snatch that body, and he is not gonna be able to make it. You know, if it goes unlimited rounds, I'd give it the third round that he's done. What does that say? Too easy for you? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Easel. Like, as in.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
it's like a nursery rhyme right here. It's like the stuff you teach little kids.
But I mean, like, he talks about how I can't talk right or my grammar or whatnot. But when I bring up about fighters' IQ with him and I, like, he doesn't understand what that means. Like, I have a larger fighter IQ than he does. I've been doing this for about almost 10 years now, you know, and everything that I do at Streetbeefs, I don't show my full self because, you know, like the last event that you guys had on the West Coast, he was saying about my last performance with Zaytoven, okay? Like, Zaytoven asked me to go easy on him. Now, I don't go out there, and if someone's going to ask me about it and tell me to go easy, I'm not going to go out there and bully him. I'm not going to go out there.
That's some good insight, because us watching that from the West Coast, we're like, man, like, why they going so light? But now we know why. You know,
like, I'm not going to go out there and bully somebody. Yeah, Easy Mac gets worked by Sadly. Ain't no way he beat you. Man, I don't know why you're talking. You got your own fights to deal with. You got your own fights to deal with, Free Smoke. Stop talking about me. I have not once said anything about you. Get my name out your mouth. Will. But anyway, so what was I even talking about? All right.
You and Zaytoven.
So Zaytoven, he asked me to go light, and I was, and you know, that was me coming off of a 2-month injury, and you know, I broke my ribs. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus. I'm just trying to be real.
That's good, because like now we know why that fight looked kind of like a light sparring sesh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my first 3 fights, you know, I was putting on a show. I was putting on a clinic. I keep reading these comments, and people are hitting me up on Instagram saying, when are you going to be vicious again? You know, your vicious style. Like, my first 3 fights showed that, you know. The first guy that I fought, Ghost, like, he vanished after we fought. He hasn't been back since, and it's been a year. Like,
that was a good fight, by the way. That was a great fight.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But
yeah, he was hot too. He was upset. He left upset.
He was definitely upset. He was 6-1. I was 0-0, and he thought he was going to handle me. But he came out too wild. Exactly what Diesel does. The whole swinging for the fences, trying to take you out. And what did I do? He didn't even hit me one time in that whole little flurry that he did in the first round. You know, I picked him apart. I pieced him up, but I was vicious and I was tactical with my stuff. And that's how I got to get back to. But I've been on injury after injury. I partially tore my rotator cuff. And since my 4th fight, Lil Mac looked like Dude, you keep talking. Keep talking. Man.
It looks like you might have to line one up with Free Smoke as well, man.
It's okay.
Yeah, I like that, man. Lil Mac and Free Smoke boxing. I like that too.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to box, we can box. We can definitely box. You know, I mean, shout out to you for taking that fight at the last event. You know, I can respect how you got in there with somebody because they didn't have their opponent show up. So I respect that. But other than that, you don't want this work for me in boxing. You definitely don't. But anyway, yeah.
And so let me ask you this. So we have, it seems like there's a number of fighters on the West Coast. And so there's E7, there's Lil Diesel, Prince KT, all vying for this spot, right? And so if you were to rank those three in terms of like skill, possesses the most threat, how would you rank it?
E7 is number one. Most threat. You know, he brings out multiple styles, you know, different stances. He's the most threatening one. But, you know, and then I would say KT, and then I'd say Diesel. Man, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. And if I show you what level that I'm on against Diesel, everybody, you know, comment on this, Free Smoke, everybody, you're going to see a difference between our styles and a difference between who actually boxes and who actually fights. And it's so
Scarface
ridiculous.
is in the room. Sorry, if Scarface is in the room. What's up, big man? How you doing, bro?
What's
up, go ahead.
Scarface?
Yeah, last time we had Jens Pover in here. So, I mean, this is called progress, right? This is progress.
Yeah. We had the MMA legend. Then we got Scarface in the building. What up, Face?
What up, Face? But so you said E7, you said is the number one, is the best.
Yes.
And then you said Prince KT.
Yep.
And then you said Lil Diesel.
Yes.
Okay. But you want to fight Lil Diesel because of all the kind of exchanges both of you had.
He has to fight Diesel.
Yeah,
he comes out here. He fights Diesel, man.
He's not gonna bring up my mental. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you're gonna talk about me and tell me that I backed out for one, and then bring up my mental health. Like, that's on a note, like a different level. And like, it was all fun and games at first. You know, I was just you know, it was at first. It started off just, you know, talking about, oh, can we say, is it all right if I say this about you and whatnot? Okay, yeah, that was fine. We were trying to sell a fight. No, this is something serious now. And yeah, he has
that's the beauty of Streetbeefs, though, because I mean, we talk a lot. I mean, I talked a lot of shit too, but at the end of the day, we get to fight each other. You know what I mean? That's the part. Like, we're not just internet game bangers. You know what I mean? We get to fight each other. That's out here. You know what I mean?
Diesel.
Why we got to see you and Diesel? We have to see it.
Diesel specifically.
Yeah. Trust me, I get that wrong all the time.
Okay.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah. He's gonna have a laugh at that. It's all good. Anyway, he's told me at the he said on the this was May, on the April event on the West Coast, that I needed to sign up for the June event, and then he'd fight me. I signed up. I did my part. Yes. Right? I did my part. He said, "Oh, sign up, sign up." I signed up. I'm willing and I'm ready to go. So he wants to keep on talking about all these other fighters, talking about this person and that person. The only person he ain't talking about, unless I say something, is me. So he don't want this work. And but I do.
Yeah. Words. And so, any last words for Diesel? I know he's selling. I mean, they're all watching right now. So, any last words for Diesel?
I'm gonna be out there June 25th. You and me, right? You and me. Yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight. It's gonna be a fight. And bring these unlimited rounds, please. Please. That's what we need. That's what we need.
Damn.
Because I want to break you, not just physically, but mentally. Man, I'm gonna take your soul, and that's all I gotta say about it. I'm done talking about you now. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about you until I see you. Like, I'm gonna take your soul. So, man, June 25th, if you accept to fight me, then it's gonna be a wrap. So,
That's what's up.
Whoever said this, it's time to let the dogs out. You want to call yourself a pit bull? You're not. You're a little chihuahua. I'm gonna show you what you're about, though. So, thank you.
Or if that's the case, make sure you bring an extra suitcase to put a soul in, so you can take it back with you.
I will. I will.
All right, brother. Well, we appreciate the time, and I'm certain that we will probably hear more coming out of this. Right? It's looking forward to the trash talk.
Thank you both.
Yep, and try to keep it tame in the Facebook group so that we don't get flagged. But if both of y'all ever want to square off, come bring it to Heart in the Fight. We'll bring you both up, and so that y'all can talk your trash. If not, then y'all can just do it when you see each other in the cage.
Righty, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks, brother. Well, we appreciate you. All right, man. Woo-wee.
That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what we got, man.
Yes.
There you go.
And so,
I'm sorry. Like, we need that fight. Like, we need. If Mac's gonna come out here from the East Coast, we gotta show him love, and we gotta give him the fight that we should have got months ago. You know what I mean?
yeah, I hear you. But there's also someone who's currently occupying that spot, and that is Earthling7. And so let's actually bring him into the fold so that we can have his perspective on this.
Woo!
Hey, what's up, Earthling7? That's right.
Wasn't planned.
Okay.
By the way.
Hey, you see that? Hey, we didn't even plan this, y'all. We didn't. It was in the air. It was the energy. And
hey, just to let you guys know, this has been long overdue. We've been trying to get E7 on anything, and he's hard to get a hold of because he lives up to his name.
We're here right now, baby.
Outwardly
person, hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, he's normally in space, and so glad that you get to join us on Earth. And so appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you for coming on, man. We certainly been wanting. Yeah, we've been wanting to hear your perspective on a number of things, and one of those.
Yeah, you're a fan favorite.
Yeah. And so one of those things we want to listen to, get your perspective on.
Earthling7, let's go.
Let's go. And so let's actually talk about, your division, right? So you have Lil Diesel, you have Prince KT, and then you have Lil Mac, who wants to kind of join in on this discussion, on this heat, and on this smoke. And so, what are your thoughts on all of that?
Well, the featherweight division is open, and I'm sure the rest, they're ready. But in case they're not, I can only speak for myself.
And so, who would you prefer, right? Because I think the dilemma here is that Lil Mac wants Lil Diesel, but you're the one who's occupying that spot to actually fight him for the title.
Well, it seems like Lil Mac hasn't got the update, but we're delivering it to him right now that Earthling7 is in the line first, and he can be patient, and he'll get a shot with Lil Diesel. But coming, Streetbeefs West Coast 18, Lil Diesel versus Earthling7. Title shot, baby.
Hey.
It's for the people's champ.
So are you saying Lil Mac should wait till July and get the winner of you and Diesel in June?
He don't gotta wait. He can train and stay ready.
And so let me ask you this then. So before we get in your fight with Lil Diesel, then who do you think will win between Lil Mac and Lil Diesel?
You're good,
the dog with the biggest
bite.
bite.
Who, you know what I mean?
The dog with the biggest bite.
And so, who do you think that is?
Coming that day, we'll see. I see it as a 50-50. I see that both gentlemen carry some strength and power, but who's really going to put it to use coming that bout?
And so, what do you think? So, what do you think the disadvantages are for Lil Diesel fighting Lil Mac?
Maybe that cardio. Maybe Little Mac isn't bluffing about his cardio, and his cardio is actually up there. And Little Diesel, I'm not sure if he's been filling up his tank.
Well,
but
we have KT right here who fought Diesel at the Arizona event. He said and you, so he's pretty much saying you got that in the bag.
Sheesh. If I don't got it in the bag and it's running, I'm coming.
Yeah, no, certainly. And then what do you think if you were, because also in the signups, I saw that Lil Mac said that he would like to fight you as well. And so how do you think that will play out?
Well, at this moment, I don't want to give too much detail because I want to give respect to my opponent, Little Diesel. I know he's ready. He's been waiting on it. He's been sneak dissing, but it's cool. We've been listening. And it seems like we're about a game.
Is there anything that he said that kind of get on your nerves? Got under your skin a little bit?
Nothing really. Just his sense of humor is sometimes terrifying, and I just gotta cope.
His sense of humor is terrifying, huh?
Hey, I want to say E7, that was a really good joke. Shout out to you. You think about writing jokes?
Just flowing with them.
No, seriously, this is my first time hearing you talk as well.
Yeah, a lot of people have been really. You have no idea how many people are like, "Hey, man, get Earthling on." Dude, we tried, bro. He's like, "Nah, I'm good. Nah, no, I don't like you. No, fuck off." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the impression you give everyone. Like you don't want to.
Yeah, I saw Walmart during the live feed try to put his arm around your shoulder. And you just walked away. I'm like, yeah, that's Earthling right there, bro. Like, good shot. Trying to get a selfie with Earthling.
He missed me by a bit.
Yeah.
Hard in the fight, baby.
That's right. Hard in the fight. And so,
hey, Earthling, I heard you say that you drove 12 hours. Where exactly do you live? I don't think people know where you're from.
I'm here to talk about the fight. No personal details. June 25th. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. A classic event, Little Diesel versus Earthling7. Let's go.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, you know what I love? Is someone asked you in the signups, like, where you from? Like, what part? Like, and you just said West Coast. West Coast.
West Coast, Mexico, baby. He's coming all the way from Guanajuato, Mexico. You heard? You know what I mean?
Word. And so let me ask you, when I first invited you to be part of the show, I don't know, I got a sense that there was some hesitation. I mean, be honest here. How do you feel about 619 and Wero?
Great guys to have on the show. They crack up, not just the audience, but themselves. And it's entertaining, very much. Hope to see Wero soon.
Earthling, I was rooting for you during the Big Daddy fight. You know what I mean? I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you saw it live, but I lost a big bet on that fight right there. You know what I mean?
No, we gonna get the refunds back. It seems like there's a possibility we're gonna get some refunds. You know?
Yeah, we're talking about bet. We're talking about push-ups, right? 619. We're doing push-ups.
We're talking about push-ups and dinner. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. But I had to go in there because I was like, yo, there's no game plan on how to beat Earthling. There's a game plan on how to beat Big Daddy, and I don't know why you weren't going to the body more, because I exposed the world to Big Daddy cannot take a body shot. So I was wondering why you weren't attacking his ribs and stomach, because you got body work, but you were, I mean, you popped this jalapeno popper. You know what I mean? We saw that nose explode with that jab, but I was like, man, he should be going to those stomach and them ribs. You know?
When I first was offered this fight, mentioned about it, I had two options. One, go 3 rounds with BDW as a fight, regular match. Or the second option, 5 rounds for the People's Title Championship. 3 rounds is cool. But 5 just seems like more time to play. And that was my main goal. My main goal was to keep him in there so I can go to work. And I outworked him.
And so what do you think about the decision?
Well, very controversial.
Super.
Definitely.
We're gonna do
if
we're gonna
we
do
it right
a
now,
punch count.
Yeah.
For that fight, we have to, when it drops, we're gonna do a punch count, break it down, because a lot happened in that fight, man, and we have to do a punch count. You know what I mean?
If we want to start up the scores, BDW said that he was going for knockout and basically knockout in the bag. Earthling7 said he was going 5 rounds and ended up going +1 more. So that's already 1-0. It seems like to me. And we'll continue adding these scores up until we got the actual punch count. And see, the game I played was more of a competitive style in a way. I'm in there, Streetbeefs West Coast fam, and we're working. My goal is just to keep you in there. Outwork you, let you shine, but let you know. And I feel like I did that to BDW. But in case he don't know, rematch, baby. But we'll leave that perhaps for the, upcoming.
Yeah, and let me say this, right? Because for those who don't know, I mean, so what happens is that we provide a live stream for folks to see the events live. And so that isn't the angle that you see inside the cage. That is the angle you see as a bystander, someone who's watching it.
From the final product, yeah.
And so when you're watching from where everyone else is watching, there's a lot of things you don't see. And so one of the things in the kind of when the fight unfolded and people were debating on who won, I know that Juice Boy, is it Juice? My boy Juice was saying, like, did we look at the jabs?
Brother.
Yeah, he was like, did you look at the jabs? Did you count these things? Did you count these things? But from the kind of live stream, even KT was saying, like, he was also talking about the jab, but it didn't look effective. It didn't look like it was actually, damaging him from the outside. And even Diesel made the argument. He said, hey, we're in Street Beefs. Street Beefs is not a boxing match. We actually look at, the way that he analyzed it and the way that he assessed it was that, we look at damage, right? Who's creating the most damage? And so you can have an effective tool like a jab, but if it's not creating damage,
I hear that,
it doesn't count.
Definitely. To me, it seems like those jabs were doing what they were supposed to do. They kept him at distance. Whenever he got too close, pop, and if the damage wasn't clear, he started leaking. I'm not sure if he just got a soft nose or the punches were strong enough to cause some damage.
And here's the thing too, right? And so that's BDW, it looks like.
Yeah, and I never seen Big Daddy leak from the nose ever in all of his fights. So that jab was touching that schnauzer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it looks like BDW wants to run it back, but here's the thing. But here's the thing, right? And so when you watch the live stream, again, we're looking at it from that angle. And so for those who don't know, Hard to Fight partnered with the West Coast branch to do a first access. And so first access is the ability for those who don't want to wait for the entire rollout, for all the fights to roll out on the Streetbeefs West Coast channel, you can opt in for this option where you can pay a one-time fee to watch the entire thing, right? So to watch every single fight from the camera that's inside the cage. So it's the same stuff you will see on YouTube. It's just you will see it uncut and you will see all the fights at once. And so, you know, and so when I looked at it, right, because you know, we're the feeder, right? And so they give us the footage, we put it on the site so for people to watch. But when I looked at that fight, I saw it from the inside. And so when I looked at it from the in-cage camera, I saw how effective your jab was. It didn't look clear from the outside. But when you actually look at the video footage from the inside, it changes the almost the vantage point, the perspective that you have on this fight. And so I would recommend folks wait till it drops or do the first access. You can go on our YouTube channel, or you can go on our Facebook. It has the link. But check that fight out again, because I think it would change the way you see it.
Definitely. Shout out to BW. His skills were great. Definitely. I like his bobbing and weaving. He was active. I was on the attack and he was active, moving, doing his best to counter. And definitely he's a top fighter in the division, of course, and respects to him. But if he really considers that a win, it's personal. If I had to judge it, I would give him a solid draw. He showed up, even though he didn't show up for the weigh-ins. Earthling
Let's
7
talk about
0.
Let's talk about
showed
it.
up to fight. Well, there's not much to talk about. You know, just he didn't show up.
So you were so you were on time, and Big Daddy was hella late, right? He was.
It's not so much. It's
late,
not so
right?
much that. It's just basically the respect, the whole procedure that we do. If he calls himself a lightweight and he holds down that division, you know, we have certain numbers on that lightweight and that we are to meet. So, are we hitting those lightweight pounds? Yes or no? So you know, it just adds to our game, and it provides something like a even start, like a start line for both fighters. But like I said, he showed up to fight. Yeah. So if I had to judge, honestly, I give him definitely a draw, because from some others' perspectives, I've heard that, you know, you need to beat the champ. I'm talking about like a horrible beating or type of knockout. To me, he didn't really show himself like a champ. He missed the weight, but enough of the weight. He didn't even show up with a belt. I see no belt. So that already kind of like, where my food at? You know what I mean? So I had to fast for a bit, and I was like, if it's not about that, then I'm gonna run it with BW. It's an honor to be here with him, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
And that's
I will say it's a difference when you see an actual physical belt. You know what I mean? Being held up and knowing that's up for grabs, you can take that bad boy home. That's different from just saying it, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, right, because I know that you stated that, right, that was a challenge. One, that he showed up late, but two, I mean, I don't know if you explicitly said this, but there was questions around his weight, and even he addresses it now, right? I met the number just fine. And you even question like who saw the weigh-in.
Yes.
And so please expound on that a little bit more.
I got nothing for that.
Okay, let's be a little more direct. Do you think he actually weighed in on weight?
I'm not sure. He probably around. I can't really say for sure. You know, it's a hit and miss with him just failure. If he's the people's champ, you know, I did held him to certain expectations as of, you know, he's going to show up there and prove his weight and show that he's really about that weight. Second of all, you know, be there with us as soon as this event starts. We're all there, so we know who we're really counting on. I was basically on hope, man, just chilling under the sun, 5 hours waiting for BD Dub, and I kept my composure until he showed up. He showed a little empty-handed, but it's okay. I knew it was a fight, and I knew he was ready for that fight. He was looking for some power shots, and I was just looking to keep him in there and to have fun and definitely throw a banger in the event, which it was definitely. Whew. so many bangers that day. It was an
was
awesome
a
event,
crazy
and
event.
from my perspective, Earthling7, BDW added to that event.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, did you feel Big Daddy Williams' power? Like, were you like, oh
I
shit,
did.
this guy got crack?
his-
Like, I gotta watch myself.
Definitely from Earthling7's previous matches, I would say he is slightly above Memo Silva. He had one good shot. I felt 4 shots were memorable. One was like, okay, he got some heat. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah. And did you think the game plan that you had? Do you think you would? Do you think the same game plan would win in the rematch, or do you think there's something different that you got to add to your fight repertoire?
Well, it seems like Beat Dub is asking for a little more, and definitely if we can accumulate that little more and give it to him, we're definitely going to serve him.
And how do you think it ends? How do you think this ends? The rematch then?
Definitely no spoilers, but you're definitely going to want to see.
Okay. And so then let me ask you this, right? Because you have a fight lined up with Lil Diesel, and it looks like BDW wants that fight this month. And so you got choices, my man. You got options.
You got choices.
I hear them.
You got a shot at
there's already a line. There's already a line. So he can get in there with Lil Mac and be patient.
Word.
Streetbeefs West Coast 18. Little Diesel versus
Earthling 7.
Yes.
Earthling 7. Where is your brother, your boy Juice from? Like, where did he grow up?
He grew up around me. I grew up around him.
Hey, respect. You guys are the DS brothers of the Streetbeefs West Coast, man. Like your brother's
correction, we're the SG
too,
brothers. If you want to add a little combo to it, it's the SG brothers.
I like it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen his brother fight, his brother is nasty, man.
Yeah, your boy Juice is so clean and beautiful with the boxing as well, man.
Yeah, and so we appreciate your time, brother. We thank you for deciding to come on, even representing Hard in the Fight, man. Love the t-shirt. Thanks for joining, brother.
You're welcome.
Any last words to all your fans, to Lil Diesel?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see y'all Streetbeefs West Coast 18.
Word. Peace. Thanks, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Peace. Man.
There you go. People been dying to see Earthling7 and get to hear him, talk to him. You got it. Boom.
Yeah. And so another gentleman who had a standout. I mean, his fight didn't come out yet, but when it drops.
Come on yet. It's only on the live. It's only exclusively on the live.
Yeah, on the live on First Access. Yeah. Right. And so if you want to see that on First Access, like I said, you got to go on our Facebook. You'll see the link.
It's probably the highlight of the event. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. This man had it was like a Shinigami. It was like a Shinigami moment in the event because it was unexpected. And so please welcome to the show, my man, Battleborn. Battleborn, how you doing, my man?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's good to be
what's up, player?
On this thing, man. It's kind of weird.
What's weird? It's weird that you had a really big moment.
I mean, all of it is kind of weird to process still, man. I'm still trying to process it to this day. So I'm just like,
what's weird to process? You've been fighting since before Streetbeefs West Coast was a thing. You were fighting on those first Vegas events, remember?
Right. I mean, it was just a different mindset, man. I mean, shit. I don't know, dude. Like, it's just words can only fathom, bro. It's just I had to push myself to a different mindset. I mean, it's physical to a certain extent, but the mind is like different beast, man.
It's 80% mental, bro. Like if the skills are there and you have the skills already, we know that the rest is all mental, bro. You know, just letting it happen, letting it flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even like satisfied with that fight. Like to be real with you, I'm just like I'm thinking about it still, and I'm just like, man, like there's so many like it's just so many things. I think I walked out of that fight with more questions than answers. So it's like, you know, I'm just I don't know, man. I'm really in this. I'm just focused on this, you know, this event coming up. Hopefully, you know, like I get to do another Muay Thai fight because that's really my bread and butter is what I do. But
Yes,
uh,
yes. We
fuck, you
want to
guys.
see you doing kickboxing or Muay Thai, bro. Absolutely.
I mean, I
Especially
would
after this event, bro.
to fight. You know what I mean? People don't want to. It's hard to find an opponent for me, you know, in that types of arts, man. You know.
Yeah, that was
I
brought
mean,
up in
you
the
could always
live.
fight Free Smoke, you know? I mean, Battleborn and Free Smoke all day, you know?
Hey, man, got everybody else calling them out. I'm just sitting, I'm just chilling here, you know, till something opens up, you know.
Yeah, there you go. See, Battleborn versus Free Smoke, man. Give the fans what they want. A war, you know?
Hey, catch us at the gym. That's where we always be scrapping up anyway. So this is the difference is we'll just be having, you know, less ounces. So
Word. And so let me ask you this: when you went into the fight, was it originally a kickboxing match or was it a boxing? Because I know that in the past few events, it's just been strictly boxing for you. And so going into this event, did you know you're going to do kickboxing?
so this event, yeah, and actually the last event too, I was supposed to do a Muay Thai fight, but my opponent, you know, backed out, and so only thing I could take was a boxing fight that day. So I was like, all right, you know, so those two, the last two, I was really trying to, you know, go for the Muay Thai, you know, but you know, boxing's really fun for me too. So you know, I always learn it's a different discipline, man. It makes me uncomfortable to box, so that's why I always want to do it, you know. I'm never gonna be shy for, you know.
Yeah. And did the guy, when he originally fought you, did he want to do boxing? Because he did boxing the fight before you, because he fought twice.
So from my understanding was, yeah, we were lined up mainly because I had two other opponents back out as well before this fight. So Hexa was the last guy, and I was told that he knew we were going to be doing a Muay Thai kickboxing match. But I mean, I can't really say he knew what he was doing. That's for sure. He looked more comfortable doing that. So actually, I was supposed to fight Moose too.
Okay, I was just about to say, because there was speculation on the live that you were going to fight Moose.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
That would have been a badass fight. Yo,
Yeah,
Battleborn moves, kickboxing all day. Sign me up.
Yeah. That's I was informed that, you know, he was gonna try to make it happen. He said he was gonna try to make it out. From my understanding, he was making it sound like he was gonna make it out. So, you know, something happened. Whatever happened. I mean, but you know, we can always run it too. You know, whenever he's ready as well. I mean, I know he's in my division too, so. You got him, you got Sketchy. And Gaio disappeared, but I wanted Gaio. I really want to fight Oni. I mean, that's the only guy I really see myself, you know, really trying to go after, you know. And Free Smoke's busy doing other things. Oni's over here, you know, claiming he wants to fight. That's the guy I'm always been calling out as well. Next to Lil Diesel. Last time I was calling out Lil Diesel, before him, I was always calling out Oni. So let's see whenever. And he's always talking too.
You and
so
Oni is a crazy fight.
That's if he ever takes a fight. He's always having like some kind of like stub toe or some shit. Like he's always hiding, man.
You think he's hiding?
You talking about Oni?
Yeah, he's talking about Oni. You think he's hiding?
Well,
man, he's been MIA forever. He got so many times.
Oni is already a Hall of Famer. What he's done. Like when he comes back, he won't come back.
He ain't fought real guys, man. He ain't really test himself. He got his little wins. He wanted to check his record. That's pretty much it.
Rico Reckless on BLK Prime for us. You know what I mean? Like we gotta.
What's up, A-Train?
Respected him, cool, but we still need to run. I mean, he's like, man, he's been talking so much shit, man.
Yeah,
it'd be just so satisfying just for my foot to just kick the shit out of him, bro. You know what I mean? It'd be so savoring.
But okay, imagine being Oni and you got a dub against Rico Reckless, and you got a dub against Free Smoke. Of course, he's sitting on the throne talking shit. Like, why would he come back? You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? The fact that he still talks shit though to my direction, but isn't down to actually, meet me in there. Because here's the difference. Whenever I talk, I know for a fact I have to pay for my words every time I fight, and I know that, and that's what makes a fight a fight. Because I'm not there to play patty cake. I mean, every time you see me in the intro, I just tap the glove, smack it out of my way, and let's get the fuck going, bro. Respect after the fight, but during the thing, it's a fight, And I'm not coming in bad blood. It's just what it is, man. It's a nasty sport that we're in, man. It's a nasty thing that we do. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's like Diesel just said. He also has a dub against Diesel, our current.
I got a dub against Diesel. What the fuck are you talking about? Last time I checked, I injured myself. Come on, I threw my shoulder.
Only sitting in the good spot. I mean,
he is.
Hey,
we gotta
he's
give
in
him,
spot.
we gotta give him that room to just talk shit from the computer.
Nah, not even never.
It's not like he hasn't done work out here. He put in work.
Not to me.
Here, you know what I mean?
I'm the one because I've been here too. I'm a veteran.
I would personally love to see you and Oni Muay Thai. Oh my god, that'd be nuts.
Personally, hey, that's the fight I really want. I feel like, if Free Smoke isn't trying, to take the division seriously and actually defend the belt, no disrespect, but if you're not really trying to defend the belt and you're trying to do other bigger things, go for it. But like, then let's get this going because he's injured at the moment. So we got me active in Muay Thai. Obviously, I'm an active fighter in general, bro. I'm in it. I mean, I'm ready to do MMA. I'm ready to do boxing. I'm ready to do Muay Thai. I'm the only fighter that's been doing all these disciplines. Like I'm in it. So you tell me Oni don't want to fight me? Hey, it's cool, but that's the guy I want. That's for sure. That's the guy I want.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think Oni knows that. That's why he sits back and pokes at Free Smoke and pokes at the division because he knows he's wanted, but he's not. He's not fighting.
He's teasing. I mean? He's teasing. That's all he is. The only time I see him
he watches everything. He was in the live talking shit about Free Smoke. Like he loves this shit.
All that shit he was saying. Don't knock myself out again. But hey, you go up against me though, you're gonna have to pay for everything you say.
Yeah. Hey, yo, did you notice he was all up in the comments during your fight and Free Smoke only? That's the only reason why he chimed in. Was for you and Free Smoke, and then he dipped.
No, he was on that fight like he was my dog on a leash, bro. Like, damn, he's so close to me, bro. He was talking. I bet you he didn't expect that knockout, though. Bet you that much.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw that coming, except you. Except you.
With silence, because I know what I can do in Muay Thai. But here's the thing: I want to test myself, man. That's why I go box. That's why I try these new things that get me nervous. I know Muay Thai is my bread and butter. I've been doing this since I was a kid, man. Like I know what I can do in there. Problem is finding the opponents. That's the only thing. Now, I don't see anybody. That division is dry when it comes to kickboxing, especially when it comes to fighting me, man. Nobody wants to fight me. That's what it feels like.
You know what? I would love to see you versus Gallo. That'll be a badass fight.
Oh man, I would love to fight Gallo. I like to fight. There's so many guys.
Fight.
Yeah, just
a lot of people say he beat Free Smoke in that Muay Thai fight. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Free Smoke didn't expect that shit. Because here's the thing.
He did it.
That was a fight. That was a fighter. That was another animal.
I saw that fight live in the cage. I was brutal, bro.
Yeah, man, those kicks are nasty, man. I mean, that fight was nasty. That's a guy that I would really want to fight too, but we ain't seen him, heard from him. These guys, I think he just wanted to tested the waters, and that guy just gone.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
He would have been a beast if he would have stayed with us.
All right, two things. Yeah, go ahead.
Once they taste like competition, once they actually start the like, yo, it ain't easy. They just did. They want to protect their record, That's it. They think this record is gonna take them far, man. Like, come on now. It's a fight. It takes fights,
Yeah,
test
fight,
yourself.
experience,
you have to talk shit, but
draw,
All right, two things. One is I always want to acknowledge when we have legends in the room. We had Scarface earlier. The last stream we had Jens Pover. A Train, what's up, my man? A Train from the OG
Hey,
yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
One of my favorite, probably I want to say when I get into Streetbeefs, I got in because of A Train, Venom Black, obviously, Scarface, and Gorilla were probably the first 4 guys that I found out about, like names in Streetbeefs. So shout out A Train, man, legend.
Yeah, certainly a legend. Yeah, I remember his fight with Italian Tyson, man. That was dope.
With
that was
Italian
dope
Tyson,
see.
yes, sir. Yes.
And
And just seeing him piecing him up, piecing this aggressive brawler, what a boxer could do to a brawler was like, I was like, fucking amazing. Masterpiece. Shout out A-Train.
Tactical. That was so beautiful. That was a good display, A-Train.
Yep. That's what a boxer will do to a brawler. Is patient, chilling, piecing you up, playing with your soul. You know what I mean? Chilling. Shout out A-Train forever.
Yeah. Certainly a legend. Certainly a legend in Streetbeefs. And so my last question for you. We know that Prince KT has taken up a little bit of it looks like some kickboxing, some MMA. And so would you ever consider
that would be crazy.
would you ever consider
man? I'll box him. I'll box him.
No. We've seen that. We need you and KT kickboxing, please.
But here's the thing, like this man's barely getting started. You just want me to I'm trying to just get done with these matches, like, you know, and just I want to be tested. I want someone to, like, that's the whole reason why I say I box, man. It's because, like, I'm not. How is he gonna come up with a month or 2 of kickboxing training against me in Muay Thai when that's like something that's all secondhand nature to me at this point? Like, you know, I'll respect the KT. I respect him for learning a whole new craft, but I think he should putting him against me is not beneficial for me. I'm not gonna get anything out of it. What, probably clickbait on YouTube? I'm not for the clickbait. I'm not for the whole YouTube thing. I'm in there to test myself as a fighter because there's something I want to do. I got plans for a little future. I mean, I want to test myself. And KT, respectfully, as a boxing match, like he brought out the best in me. That's the only time I'm not comfortable. That's the only thing I'm not comfortable in. So,
hey, Hitman wants to know how old are you, Battleborn? How old are you?
I'm turning 25 in September.
25, man. You guys are young out here, bro.
Exactly.
You're turning 25 in December, you said? You turning 25, bro?
Yeah, September.
Damn. Oh, September what? You're a Virgo?
22nd.
Nice. So you're 24 right now, man. Life's a bitch. I hate you, bro.
Hey, bro, I hate this age too, but you know what? I'm over here fighting grown-ass men, so again, you know, it's all good.
You are, bro. You are. Please, I never want to see you box again. I only want to see Battleborn in Muay Thai kickboxing, bro, because you're a fucking
as long as you want to show up,
that's your bread and butter. That's like telling me, hey, 619, start doing MMA right now, bro. Start doing MMA. Well, you know what I mean? Why?
How let me go ahead and this is for all the fighters that are watching this shit right now, man. How are you gonna say that you're the best, you know, and you're trying to be the best you if you're not willing to do something you're not comfortable in? And that's something that I've learned already. You know, I got my ass kicked. I'm not ashamed to freaking admit it. I got my ass kicked twice in MMA. But guess what? I didn't come out with my head down. I came up with like, whoa,
you test yourself.
I go box because I'm scared to box. I'm scared because I know for a fact when I'm not a jab person, bro. I like to kick. So it's hard. It's hard for me to box. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and I need to overcome that. So when I go ahead and go back to do Muay Thai or do MMA, I ain't gonna be scared to throw nothing, bro. I know I'm confident in everything that I have. So, but hey, you know what? If everybody just wants to stay stuck and stay in one spot, go for it. But that ain't me. That ain't me at all.
Word. Well, we always love your competitive spirit and your attitude and the way that you approach the game. We're huge fans, man. Continue the great work. If you just wait till that fight drops, or you can purchase first access so you can see that Shinigami moment had.
That's gonna be a viral highlight reel when this man fights drop, because he had the highlight reel knockout of the event by far, man. Battleborn went
You know,
crazy.
I appreciate it, man. That's you know, that's gonna be a Battleborn moment. That Shinigami moment is gonna be taken out of that equation. It's gonna be a Battleborn moment. Now after that, at the end of the day, it ain't about the fame. It ain't about none of that. It ain't about trying to get, you know, these click things for me, man. I'm just not I'm not programmed that way, man. This is just I'm just gonna study and just carry on. You know, I'm on this next one. Hopefully, there's gonna be a savage pulling up to this event that's gonna make me bring out the inner monster again. You know, so it's gonna be another technical thing. You know, it's gonna be a better show next time. So y'all just stay ready for that.
Yep, we look forward to it, brother. Well, thanks for coming on the show. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yep,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah, Battleborn's a legend, bro. Legend.
All right, y'all. All right, we're going down to our last guest. Certainly not least, and probably most. I mean, 619 knows him pretty intimately.
I know a lot of blacks, but this is my favorite black.
Come on, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so we're going to play the promo. And when the promo comes back, we bring it on Venom Black.
You want to know what I think when I hear these two names? Warriors. You want to talk about two humans turned animal, locked in a cage, ready to kill whatever in front of them on that given day? We have that in this fight. You want to talk about taking on the best, making them look average? Well, check. We have that in this fight. You want to talk about culture? You want to see someone who puts their state, their family, everything they stand for on their back and carry it into the fight, and they stop at nothing to make sure they're standing tall at the end to carry it out with them? They fight with honor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, look no further. We have that. Satan's Backyard, two of the best. Showtime versus Venom Black. Who's going to be the best? Who's going to be the best boxer in Streetbeefs history? Who's going to be the greatest warrior? We're going to get these questions answered.
Finally.
Venom Black, the man of the show. What's up, bro? I think you're muted. I think you muted yourself.
You're muted. Yes.
Okay.
I'll mute that.
Let's try it now.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Every time I get on this damn thing, I have complications.
Well, you certainly didn't have complications when 619 went to the OG yard.
That trailer was cool, except the person who was punching me. You know what I mean? I like that. Besides that, the trailer was dope. You know what I mean?
Hey, he funny as hell. KT said first day out. God damn.
Yep, first. And so let me ask you this. I know originally, for those who are watching this, we've actually created the trick. You tell him,
He's sleeping, bro. He's sleeping, bro. He's sleeping. We gotta get Daniel. This is Venom Black versus Showtime. We can't have the white man. We gotta have the Mexican, the exotic, and the black man on. You know what I mean? This is Minority Report. You heard? This is the culture. You know what I mean? We can't have the white man part of the culture. You heard?
And so thinking about, what's part of the culture, this fight is for the culture of Streetbeefs.
Hey, I'm so prepared. I'm so ready for it. I'm happy as hell, too. I am happy as hell.
Yo,
right,
you look crazy in shape, dog. Just from that jailhouse tank top, you look crazy ripped, player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he sure does. And for those who didn't, you can't see backstage, but we can see who's in down there and backstage and what they're doing. And so he was shadow boxing. He was getting ready.
Yeah,
And
he's
so
been
it looks-
shadow boxing the whole time, getting ready for to jump on. He's been back there for about an hour, shadow boxing, doing his thing. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling when you got a fight coming up, man. You're itching. You can't wait. It's a fighter thing. You can't wait to get in there and fight.
So how you feel about this match, Venom Black?
He's frozen as fuck on me. Yo, Venom Black is in the Matrix right now.
He's transforming into Neo. Can you hear us? Oh, there we go. That's how he feels about the fight.
There you go.
So 619, tell us. Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. Yeah, you're having all kind of technical issues.
We can't hear you, but what up?
So what do you think about this fight? How do you think this all plays out? From your estimation, watching Showtime, watching Venom Black?
I mean, this is the only man to ever beat me, period, in sparring or in an actual boxing match. So, I mean, my money's on Venom Black because I was in there with him, and I know he has that intensity that goes not 3 rounds, not 4 rounds, but goes 5 rounds. I mean, I remember I told him in person after we fought, I was like, man, I felt you softening up in the 3rd round, the clinch. I felt his punches getting weak. So I thought he's done. 4th and 5th, I'm gonna put it on this dude, and he didn't. And instead, he put it on me. He turned it up. He has that notch that rare fighters have. That notch where they only get better as the fight goes on, and Venom Black gets better. You know what I mean? He has that. He knows how to preserve his energy. He knows how to, turn it up when it needs to turn up. You know what I mean? So he turned it up 4th and 5th. He turned it up crazy. Where I thought he's done, he's like, nah. I've been saving this shit for 4th and 5th. So I gotta go with Venom Black all day. I mean, I need Venom Black to win. You know, if Venom Black wins, he makes me look amazing. You know what I mean? Especially if Venom Black gets a stoppage early, he makes me look. My stock goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, look.
Yeah.
I can see that though. Because look, if I beat I ain't gonna say if, but when this fight happens, right?
Yeah.
You know, I have nobody has ever seen me lose a fight. I'm talking about in life. You know what I'm saying? Like for the boxing gloves, nobody can ever say that they see me lose.
Yeah. Sparring exhibition, Streetbeefs, nothing. You never lost.
Nothing.
I like it. I like that shit.
I mean,
same here. I've never lost a sparring match in my life until people saw me versus you and they're like, "Yo, what happened? Yo, like what was that? That's not you." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I watched some of your sparring too, and you look like it was easy. And I'm like, damn, who the fuck is he? I'm like, is he that good or they that weak?
Yeah. Against pros, amateurs, going pro, it's been easy. No headgear, no nothing. So I was like, man, Venom Black don't know what the fuck he's walking into. You know what I mean? But you showed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna show up again. Now I'm better than ever. You know what I'm saying? So. Man, I hope Showtime ain't taking me lightly, cause boy. Yeah. I'm digging this. I'm digging this all the way, 100%. Like the excitement behind this is just crazy. Cause I'm, really more so. I haven't been to Streetbeefs since October.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I went and did something with facing them in the sparring. You know what I mean, like glorified sparring, what they call it, but. Other than that, like it's been like a minute since I actually been in that yard with the fan base and the, the environment, and that's what I'm itching to get back.
Yeah. It's been a long time, man. I mean, I go 2-3 months and I get that itch. I gotta fight somebody, anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen the other day you hit that girl. That shit was crazy.
I hit that girl, huh? I hit that girl, huh?
Hey, I hope you won that fight.
Yeah. I always win, bro. I always win, bro. I'm gonna go back out east. I have to go. I can't have my OG record 0-1. You know what I mean? I gotta go back out and fight Gorilla, Awesome Possum. I've been talking to Sunshine about fighting Awesome Possum. You know what I mean?
No cap. You know, like regardless of the outcome of this one, you know, you versus Showtime would be a really big match as well, though.
Oh, I know.
That would be. I mean, as far as like caliber wise, that'd be something that you could train for. That you could really.
Yeah, that would. Showtime would regardless. Let's say you start Showtime in 2 rounds. Cool. Still, I would still want to fight because Showtime said he would stop me in 1 round. That was wild. And I was like, boy, if Venom Black couldn't stop me in 5, why would you think you would stop me in 1?
Man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I fought a lot of people, man, and I have never been like disturbed in the fight, and I couldn't even complain about anything during the fight. I was so locked into it, like the entire time. It was hard to even fucking blink. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, I was engaged. I was like, man, usually you can step back and have a moment. You know what I'm saying?
You were definitely, you were definitely more locked in than me. Like you were, I was more part of the show, talk that shit. And when I looked over at you, you were like, nah, we ain't playing, man. Like you just flew out here and got into a real fucking fight, and you think it's all fucking butterflies out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm out here, and what, bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm like, shit, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? To represent.
Yeah, that was your comeback fight, and you holding on the whole East Coast, and I'm flying out to disrespect the East Coast, so you had to hold it down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here right now, just and soaking up the moment because this is my last fight. You know what I'm saying? Like my coaches, you know what I mean? I'm all, you know, they preparing me for the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like the paycheck coming now. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, look, if this ain't your last one, you can't come to this gym no more. I'm like, oh shit, it's like that. You know?
Nah, this is your last one. This is it.
Yeah.
You got 619, you got Showtime. This is it. There ain't nothing more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What else? Like no cap. Unless
That's it.
I mean, who else is there to really? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody said my name. They already know what happens if you start saying, you know, Candyman in the mirror 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, no, straight up. Like there's nobody. Like who the fuck calls you out? Like since me, nobody calls you out.
No,
like I called you out. Not one person has called you out since. Everybody's quiet. Like, oh,
well, because they see what.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Let's not call out homeboy. He's a monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, no cap. Like since you've been still going on the West Coast, and they're not gonna see you get defeated. Like maybe somebody would have probably called me out if you lost the fight since then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They would have felt like, oh, okay, he wasn't that strong. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But now your ass still going?
Yeah.
They like, yeah, we got a better chance of flying to fucking California. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Like, these bitches could live right around the corner from me and they won't say my name.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
yeah, believe me, they're yo. My division is dead out here. There's because I clean up my division. There's nobody calling me out. I don't got nobody from light heavyweight to heavyweight saying I need 619 next. There's nobody, so it's dead out here, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, Baby Arms said something about my damn name, and then he went retired.
Exactly.
So
let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Chorizo Arms said this and that. At the end of the day, he retired, dog. You know what I mean? So, you know, you start to reflect on life, Think about the beating that could come by saying such things, and then you talk to the wife, and then you say, "Yeah, let me not do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but look, yeah. She was like, she went back and watched the tape and like, baby, I don't think you can beat. He's like, well, you know, I want to show that I'm brave.
Yo, Golden Arms was the first one. It was the first one. Like when he first saw the fight between me and you, I remember he called you out and said, "Yo, Venom Black, I can match your power." And we were like, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?" Like Venom Black would run through you one round, bro. Like there's levels to this. You know what I mean?
I mean, it probably would have took 2 rounds though. I couldn't. Yeah, he's a pretty tough guy.
He's a tough guy, but there's no the skill isn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect that. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm proud to be like, you know, first off, you know, I should have said like, thanks for inviting me on the show. You know, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I always appreciate that shit. And I'm just telling you, like October, I'm still thinking about when we fought. Shit, I told you I was locked into that bitch, boy. I was.
Oh, it's been a while, bro. You ain't fought. I mean, I didn't say you have like a little. You had like a smoker in between then, right?
Yeah,
that's
correct. Hey, but
yeah,
but look, you know, man, my gym is kind of brutal, man. The name of our gym is called Hit Squad.
I like it.
You know, that shit's kind of brutal, bro. It's not like it's probably the most brutal jerk. Like my homie, right now, is part of His Squad. He signed with Golden Boy.
Nice.
And the other fighter signed with TNT. So what's happening right now is like they don't play. Like, you know, I can barely bring out a phone. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even do the social media shit. You know what I mean? Like everybody posting sparring videos and shit, man. It gets so fucking brutal in there. Bitches be bleeding everywhere, and you would never see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my sparring partner is like 270 pounds, man.
Yeah, no, though, man. I've been in them doghouse. That's what I mean. You are different. You know, I've been in them doghouse sparring sessions. Ain't no live allowed. Ain't no recordings allowed. You sparring with pros, amateurs. You know, no headgear. It get crazy in there, bro. You know what I mean?
Like bitch,
that's why these dudes. When I get DMs like, yo, like, how do you handle this? How do you handle that? Like, how is it you so relaxed in there? It's like, bro, because you guys can't relate to the type of sparring I've been in, the wars I've been in.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't nothing. Like,
but you hit like a little hole. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't shit. Like, you ain't been in 60-minute, 90-minute sparring sessions like I've been in wars. Like, this ain't shit. This street beef shit is like fun. You know what I mean?
Fucking 100 degrees in the gym, man. That shit crazy. Yeah. Like they don't get it. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I hope Showtime get it. That I'm not. I know, you know, for a fact, I know. As far as up to date, I know I'll be the toughest opponent Showtime has ever faced. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Yeah, I would say your resume is better than Showtime's. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! What's up, bro?
Definitely. You both got good resumes, but I would say Venom Black's resume is a bit better than Showtime's.
Yeah. You know, no cap. Like, that's why I said, like, man, if you look at like my record of opponents, you know what I'm saying? Like, all out of 10 fights that I've had, I've only had one opponent with one loss. Out of 10 fights in that yard, only one person had one loss out of all the records. So it's like 30 something and one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't be fighting I don't fight bums like per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, look, who's undefeated? Who's the best out of the worst? If I can't get the best out of the best. You know what I'm saying? Show me show me the money. Like, and now Showtime, I don't even know what his record is because I ain't really, you know what I mean? But I know he hasn't lost. But he also ain't never fought a Venom Black. You know what I'm saying?
That's another undefeated fighter, you know what I mean? So you take him out, that's it, man. You off to the moon, you know what I mean? Go straight to the pros, bro.
I'm gone.
There ain't shit left. Because, I mean, there ain't dudes calling you out, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's no dude saying, I'll fuck up Venom Black. On the West Coast, Scrapyard, there's nobody calling you out, bro. You know what I mean? I was the first one to call you out.
Yeah, exactly. But and ever since then, like, you know, I mean, with more respect to you, like, I don't really see nobody fucking with you since in Street Beef. Like, when I'm gone, I'm pretty fucking sure that you're gonna be the man to beat. I'm pretty fucking sure.
Like if you take out Showtime the way I think you will, it's gonna be like, okay, we need to see 619 versus Showtime, and then the winner of that will be the best boxer in Street Beefs. You know what I mean? But that's when that'll be after Saturday. We'll see that. You know what I mean?
My whole, versus being the best fighter in Street Beef, my goal is actually be the best street fighter ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only one that they're gonna have to argue with. Like, I understand, you know, if we didn't have no gloves on, that this shit would have been I would have been in jail by now. So you know what I'm saying? So, but Kimbo Slice is probably the only person I could see out of everybody that, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you had to do. I will pull organizations. Like, we could go over every organization backyard, whether it be in Russia, whether it be in the United States, and I guarantee I will beat them all. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you should feel. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta feel.
Like, I don't see it. I don't see it because a lot of times when I fall, I'm not even talking about the past. I'm talking about right now in this very moment. Like, after this, I'm probably gonna be like the best amateur, like, underground boxer. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the USA boxing. You know, those guys go, but I'm going pro, and I plan on winning like a world title. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, I'm gonna win some type of world title. It might not be the most upper echelon super world title. You get what I'm saying? But I bet it be accredited. You know what I'm saying? I bet I have.
Yeah, you better, homie. I'll be rooting for you. You know what I mean?
Like, no joke, man. This is it.
I'll be like, yo, I fought that dude. It's on Street Beef. Check it out. You know what I mean?
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to bring credit. I'm not gonna make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the only time you ever lost was the fighting me and
a pro
and fucking and I'm on TV or whatever the case may be.
And you on TV, like, you on Showtime, you on PBC, you on the Zone,
You know
that's why I need to
like,
see Venom Black. You know what I mean?
It's gonna make you look even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. You know what I mean? I want motherfuckers to look better, even if I beat Showtime, which is mad respect for Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did have this little dispute when he said I was scared. I was like ready, like, fuck that shit. We could pull up right now. I don't care about none of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? But on, you know, to be honest with you, it's like I need to be more composed in that. And I understand it was, you know, I don't think he meant it like it was like the message was relayed originally. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he meant it like that. I think he was just talking, and then somebody went and came back. So the person that came to me and told him, I wanted to shout out this motherfucking name, but he blocked me, deleted me, all kinds of shit. I mean, he went, you know, because I was like, yo, this motherfucker never commented on none of my posts, never said nothing.
He does it. Yeah, he's real.
Well,
not
Showtime. Not Showtime though.
The other dude.
That dude that brought the message. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, don't jump in my inbox talking that dumb, you know. And I'm like, you know, this motherfucker delete, block, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when I put out the message. I'm like, hold on, Showtime, you said I was what, scared? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? That now we talking like, okay, like you got me confused with Wero or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Wero, by the way. You know what I mean?
Shout out Wero, man. He's sleeping
you know what I mean?
right now, man.
I miss him on the show, man. I miss him on the show.
Yeah, shout out Wero, nah.
Yeah, you know. So Now it's
Yeah.
the black.
Even
Now
though
it's the black
even though Weddle got put to sleep by fucking your boy, you know what I mean?
Well, but we all knew that was coming. At least on the
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Coast.
yeah.
You know, I told Weddle, I was like, you know, it's not looking.
I
too
told
good for you.
Weddle, look, you might take a knee and cop out, but according to my heritage and my race, there's no way I could fucking take a knee and quit. You know what I mean? It just I won't be allowed back to Mexico if I were to quit against a black man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
exactly.
There's no way a black man could make me say no mas and me be allowed back across the border. I'll probably get lynched. You know what I mean? So I had to hold it down. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, that's why I was telling her. I said, man, if somebody think they're gonna knock out 619, I said, man, they must don't know Mexicans, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Honestly, I honestly want to say only a Mexican can knock out a Mexican. I mean, I honestly want to say that. Like, I really feel like in the bottom of my heart, like this.
That's why when I caught wind of Showtime saying he would stop me in one round, and I'm like, bro, if Venom Black couldn't stop me in one round, what makes your toothless hillbilly ass think you would stop me in one round? You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen, Billy Bob. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, not having no teeth, not having no teeth can be an advantage.
Yo, it's definitely an advantage, bro. That boy could whistle like me and you could never could. You know what I mean?
Oh my fucking goodness!
He could whistle, bro. He could
whistle,
whistling Dixie over there. You know what I mean? Anywho, me and Showtime will definitely get it in. We had to get it in just for that comment. He said he would stop 619 in one round. And I was like, oof. That makes you go out to Virginia again. You know what I mean?
Man, this shit wild right now. Hey, look, all I know is Saturday is tomorrow, technically where I'm at. It's 12:03 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm more than excited. I got my coach coming. I got some people that, you know, that's coming with me, you know, as support. And it's just like, man,
I already know how Venom Black roll ups, you know, the fucking caravan, the fucking feathers, all the theatrics, the fucking theme music. I'm in the back like, what the fuck is going on? Why is there a caravan? Is fucking Lil Wayne and Cash Money pulling up?
Hey,
what the fuck is going on?
That shit was. Hey, I had everybody trying to figure out what the fuck going on. I was like, oh, this shit, this psychological shit is real. Everybody was trying to confuse me.
It's fucking 80% mental. And when they told me, there's feathers in the ring, and I said, what? Feathers? What do you mean feathers? Yeah, this motherfucker had feathers in a fucking song. And I was like, what do you mean? Unwrap my gloves. I'm not ready for this motherfucker.
That's crazy. That's hey, no, but look, hey, I'm about to get ready to bounce. I'm about to go jump in the shower. I'm tired of smelling myself. I got out of training today, and you know what I mean, just going over the game plan. That's all we've been focusing on. Oh, Daniel, now you want to fucking pop up?
Hey, I was listening the entire time. He's been in
the back the whole time laughing, dog.
I just figure a conversation between y'all two will be priceless, right?
Yeah,
and so
it's all love, man. You know what I mean? I'm so glad you guys are like rooting for me. Per se, Daniel, I ain't heard your take on the fight. Who you think gonna win?
My man. That's what I'll say. Venom Black already knows.
You gotta love Daniel starting the conversation with my man.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, like I'm really
he's so political correct.
I'm really over here, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready, like.
But Venom Black already knows. Like, I'm down for him. Like, he already knows. Like, I got his back. Yeah. Even when, like, I told 619. We had a conversation. I told 619 when he asked me who do you think will win. I said VB, man. Like, I try to be as honest as possible just from my assessment. And I think when
what's crazy is that Daniel gave me the perfect game plan how to beat you, and I didn't listen to it. That's the best part. Venom Black. I mean, Daniel told me literally how to beat you, and I just decided to just fucking not do it. It's crazy.
And not only that, I told him what you were gonna do to him. I said,
it's fucking crazy. Daniel had it. Daniel told me what you were gonna do. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I never heard this. I never heard this side of the story.
Yeah.
Because 619 asked me, and Weddle asked me. I mean, these are all private chats, and so he was just like, "Hey, man, like, what do you think about this fight?" And I told him, and then he goes, "What do you think I can do to win the fight?" And I just told him, "I hear some things that I've seen from the fights and potential opportunities." And he goes, "What do you think he's going to do to me?" And I said, "Here are some potential opportunities. Watch that uppercut." That's what I told him. Watch that uppercut.
No, straight up. Daniel was like, watch that uppercut. I feel like you're open for that uppercut. And as soon as I got to Virginia, shit went out the window. I'm drinking beers. We're out here with Weddle at the bar hopping.
It was that
cool story, Daniel. Cool story.
Girl that you had. That was that fine ass girl that you got with you. What's her name again?
She made you weak at the knees, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venom Black hired her.
That was supposed to be a distraction for Venom Black. You know what I mean? That's why I had her on that tree. You know what I mean? Holding onto that tree, hoping she distracts Venom Black, but it didn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. Hey, when it's tunnel vision time, I don't see shit. So in my eyes, I definitely wanted to get distracted after the shit though. I definitely did. I've been asking about that damn girl since last year.
Yo, she fucking lives out there. She don't live out here in San Diego. She lives out there with you, dude.
I know. I'm be like, hey, look, you remember me? I'm the guy that beat your old boyfriend ass. Yeah.
Yeah, before it gets too graphic.
Same sense.
It gets too graphic.
You like my hair?
Yeah, thank you, Killer B. Yeah, before it gets too graphic, we're definitely gonna wrap it up, man. We appreciate your perspective on this. We're looking forward to the fight, man. It's a huge fight. It's a fight for the culture of Streetbeefs.
Yeah,
man, I think everyone's gonna be watching that live, and so good luck to you.
Hey,
good luck on your preparation, and you know,
wait for this show. It's gonna be a show like y'all never seen me like this before. You know what I mean? As sharp as this is gonna be, as technical, as strong as I'm gonna be, as you know, my movement. I mean, I'm telling you, it's gonna be something to remember. You know, like a going out party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like graduation party. That's what it is.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we appreciate you. Appreciate the time, man. Safe travels, and can't wait to see the video drop.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all be blessed. Hey, much love always. The heart and the fight. You know what I mean? Wero and the Mexican. You know what I mean? It's always love over here, and thank y'all for inviting me. You know what I mean?
Word. All right, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah. No doubt.
All right. So we officially got one show under our books without Wero.
Without Wero. Weddle's in, where is he?
I don't know where he is, but he's asleep.
Weddle is on the way to Florida. He's on the way to take care of his sick mom. He has a sick mom. Pray for his mom, but he's in the middle of nowhere right now, guys, in a hotel, and that's why he couldn't make it, man. His hotel had terrible Wi-Fi, and Daniel jumped in to save the show, man.
Man, I try my best. I thought, you know, it was great being on the show with you, 619. It's been a while since I've been on here, but also it's been a while being on the show with you.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure fans loved it. You know what I mean?
So, word. Well, I'm pretty sure that for those, I mean, just know this. I will be making my appearance back on the screen, certainly during the summer. And so I'm coming out of my hiatus. And so I'm glad that the first time I get to come back.
Daniel?
Yeah. And so
what does that mean, Daniel? I'll be making my return back during the summer. What exactly does that mean?
Well, you will see more programming from me. So you'll see my face, but also potentially I can actually be at one of the events. So, I mean, again, this is all kind of work in progress. You know, it's hard to travel when you have 2 kids and a wife. There's a lot going on that I got to negotiate on the background and make sure that I can continue to show up to these shows, but also to show up in person.
Daniel does a lot, man. This guy's a family man, 2 kids, full-time job, and on the side, he does Heart in the Fight for Streetbeefs. This is his hobby. This isn't he's not getting paid for this, fellas. He's
No.
done this for the love of Streetbeefs, yo.
Appreciate it,
So
Looney.
give this man some credit, man. Everything he does, the promos, the shows, everything, the lives. We're lucky to have this man in our life. For
Word,
Streetbeefs
word.
fans, you know what I mean?
No, I appreciate it, and I see it as a gift as well to be part of this. I feel like it's great to be part of the family, and so whenever you can, I mean, show some love, contribute, send some donos, right? Some donations to Hard in the Fight. What we try to do is we use those donations to purchase trophies and stuff like that for fighters for the award show. So certainly, as always, we appreciate y'all. And any last words you want to close out?
Shout out my chilanga, my chinkies, who when I told her that Daniel was hosting the show instead of Daniel, she said, "Oh my god, Daniel's hosting the show." Yes, your number one fan, all the way from Mexico City. She's in love with Daniel, and she appreciates Daniel and everything he does for Streetbeefs.
Word. And again, I can't wait to come back to have deeper conversations around fights, but also just some new content that I about to bring forward. So again, always appreciate y'all. Hard in the Fight. Definitely cop a t-shirt if you can. Well, actually, you cannot cop these. These are exclusive. To think about it, these are exclusive. So look at this.
Can't cop these. These are only given away. So.
Yeah, they are actually. But if you definitely want one, gotta show some love, man. Show some love. We see you doing that work, and we'll certainly send you. So be part of the exclusive club. We have first access. We have a bunch of other things got going. So appreciate it.
Shout out
Peace.
Earthling7, Venom Black.
Yep.
Lil Mac, Battleborn. We went coast to coast, northwest, west coast, east coast. Crazy fight this Saturday with Venom Black and Showtime determine who is the best light heavyweight boxer besides me on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, let's go.
Peace.
Streetbeefs West Coast. Round one. Fight! Let's get respectful. No shots behind the head, no shots below the belt. When I say break, you break. You like it? No shots to be thrown. I hope you do, baby. Okay. It's gonna take more than that. Football, come on!
Good work, baby. Good work.
Let's go. Hey,
He's tired. Breathe. Use your upper chest to lay the pocket. There you go.
What are you gonna do? Let's go.
I'm coming to kill, baby.
Your round. Let's go.
Last round. Great fight. Keep it clean. Fight!
Let's get it, Danny. That's good.
Amazing match, y'all. The judges decided on that last round. Good match. And our winner.
That was a good ass fight though. Shit, one for the legends and the Asians, man. Shit, I'm glad I came in. Street Beefs.